Hey everybody, it's Dak here from the Ed Boys, and welcome to episode 18 of our RuneScape 2007 Road to 100 Mil from scratch. I left off last time saying that I would be making 5,000 mithril bars at the blast furnace, and I have completed that here. I ended up getting to 64 smithing, so actually if I were to do that like 2 more times, I'd be just about 70, and we'd be able to do adamant bars at that point, but it might be a little while till we get back to the blast furnace. This was enough bars though to get us to a pretty exciting milestone that you'll be seeing in just a second when we get to the grain exchange. I just wanted to show you the final clip of me smelting the bars and collecting them in the bank. Alright guys, this is a fairly exciting moment, I guess. We are finally going to be at a green cash stack as long as the prices are somewhat similar. It hasn't been a full day since I checked the prices on the mithril bars. But, I mean, they're usually 1k a piece, and that would be enough. So it looks like we're going to be at that green cash stack. I'm going to go down to 1k a piece, because I would like them to sell pretty quickly. And look, we still got 5.3 mil out of it. And we now have just over 10 mil. There it is, our first green cash stack. I'll admit it probably took longer than I wanted to, but it does mean we have some progress so far. The next thing I want to do though is going to require a quest, and not just starting a quest, excuse me, like we did with the giant dwarf, but I actually have to complete the quest. So I'm getting my first quest point. Very exciting. We're going to start doing some rune crafting. And to do rune crafting, if you didn't know, you have to do the Rune Mysteries, which I couldn't find it. Here it is. The Rune Mysteries quest. I'm basically going to skip over this entire thing. All I'm going to do, I basically have to go talk to the Duke Horatio, run over to the Wizard's Tower, and then run up to Varrock. I think I gotta go to the rune shop, and then run back to the Wizard's Tower in Draenor, and I'll be done. So I'm gonna skip through that. Next time you see me, I'll be in the Wizard Tower right when I complete the quest. I'll show you the very end of it, I guess. So I'll see you there in just a minute. Alright guys, I'm on the final step of Rune Mysteries. I'd say it took about 10 minutes. Since I didn't use any teleports, it'd probably just be about a 2-minute quest if I was teleporting. So I'm just running through this real quick. I didn't pay too much attention to the quest because I don't really mind. It's been a long time since I've done this one, because I've been runecrafting since I can remember. I know you have to do this to runecraft. But after all that, there we go. Got 1 quest point. Now we can runecraft, and we get our air talisman. Look at that, guys. 1 quest point, 1 green quest, the lonely green. Alright, I'm just heading right back to the grain exchange, and while I'm heading up there, I think I'm gonna figure out exactly how I want to go at this. So I will see you guys then. Alright guys, I'm back at the grain exchange, and I've come up with sort of a plan, I guess. It's for how we're going to do this. I'm creating a new tab here. I'm going to go buy, let's see, I'm going to get 100k out and buy some essence. Both pure essence and rune essence are currently at the same price, so I'm just going to do, actually, I'm going to stick with rune essence because I don't have any members runes that I plan on crafting, so this should be good. I'm going to buy the 100k's worth. Let's see, 90k, 6,000 rune essence is good, a good start. Actually, I'll be honest, I didn't plan enough. I have no idea how close this is going to get us to our goal. But we're going to start off with air runes. Most runes are about the same price right now. They're all mostly at 5, and then body runes are at 7, and mine runes are at 4. So I'm going to skip over the mine runes, but everything else we're basically just doing... Oh, I still need money. Everything else we're basically just doing the highest rune we can for a little while. I'm going to need a few K again. And really, I could be doing this faster by not doing runes. I'm sure somebody has already thought about that. You can make tiaras, which I should be buying the tiara. I almost bought the talisman instead. 5k. I was not expecting that. You can wear the tiaras to get into the... Oh, it only cost me 500 coins. I'm getting real distracted, guys. You can wear the tiaras to get into the altars to make the runes. And I believe it works the same as your talisman. Basically, you're just wearing it. But the difference between making runes and making talismans... Not making talismans, making tiaras... is each tiara costs 1 talisman. So you have a blank tiara and an air talisman. You can turn that into an air tiara, which costs a lot more money but gives a lot more XP, and it may be smarter to do the costing more money route for us, but I'm willing to put the time in to do the training, and you guys don't have to watch all the training, so I'm sure you guys will be somewhat okay with it. So that's what we're doing. I'm just getting all these different tiaras that I'm going to need, and then I'm just gonna go start crafting runes. Hopefully it's obvious that we're starting with air runes because that's what we have to do. At level 5 we're gonna move to water runes, then earth, then fire, and lastly we're gonna do body runes. That's what I got right now. Body talisman, I didn't want that. Body tiara, is there one? There is one. I don't think I've ever heard of a body tiara or worn one. This will be a first time for me. It only ended up costing like 1k to buy all these tiaras, so that wasn't too bad. Alright, so we have our essence, we have our tiaras. I'm gonna put on the air one first, and I don't think I need anything else but essence in my inventory. And I also am fairly certain that the air altar is just south of here. Alright guys, first of all I do want to state that the altar is south of Falador, not south of Varrock. Don't make the same mistake I made. But now that we're here, it's only going to take like 3 loads to get to 5 rune crafting, which is going to be our next goal because it's going to be water runes. In general, I do want to mention that a lot of this rune crafting training is going to be some fast forwarded and cut out parts. It's kind of a tedious skill to train, especially how I'm doing it, and I don't want you to have to go through the same tedious tasks that I have to go through. So I'll be showing you all the milestones as usual, but probably a fair amount of fast forwarding and cutting coming up ahead, so I hope that doesn't bother everybody. So it actually only took me 3 loads to get from 1 to 5 rune crafting. This is the 3rd load right here, and I should be getting the 5 rune crafting on it. And now that we are level 5 rune crafting, I'm going to be moving on to water runes, which are in the Lumbridge Swamp. So I grabbed a full inventory of rune essence and headed up to the swamp. Now that we're moving on to water runes, we'll be getting more XP obviously, but we're only going to be going to 9 rune crafting, and we're going to be moving on to earth runes from there. So that is where I'm going to check in with you guys next. Alright guys, this is actually only my 4th load of water runes, and it looks like we're going to be getting 9 rune crafting on this one. So now we can move on to earth runes, which are just northeast of Varrock. So I'm going to be meeting you guys in the East Varrock Bank. Alright, so the earth rune altar is actually pretty close to this bank, so it's not too bad of a trip. We only need to go to 14 rune crafting from it though, so that's only going to be 5 levels, can't be too many loads. Again, we're getting more XP than we were before. We're slowly ranking up in the runes we're making, and the next one we want to get to is fire runes. So that is where I'm going to see you next, is when I get to the 14 rune crafting, so we can move on to the next runes. Alright, here we are, final load in earth runes. Hasn't been too bad so far, but this one's going to get us to that 14 crafting, or rune crafting, excuse me. And now we can do some fire runes, which are right next to the duel arena north of Al-Kharid. And I'm going to meet you in that duel arena bank after this. Alright, here's our first load of crafting the fire runes. Usually if I'm going to do some mass training here, I like to bring some Ring of Duelings because you can teleport right next to the bank in the duel arena with those, so it's fairly quicker to do it that way. But since we're only just getting a few levels, we just need to get to level 20 rune crafting for body runes. I didn't decide to buy any Ring of Dueling. I didn't think it was going to be that much, or that worth it, excuse me. So I'm going to check back in once we get up to 20 rune crafting. Alright, this is our final load of crafting fire runes till we're up to 20 crafting. Then we can move on to body runes, which we're going to be doing those for quite some time, I believe. That's the plan I've created out of this. But getting up to those body runes is pretty good because we're going to be getting much more XP per trip, and they are fairly close to a bank. So now that I've gotten to 20 rune crafting, I'm going to meet you guys up in Edgeville, right next to the altar, in the Edgeville Bank actually, not next to the altar, but close. Close, guys. Alright, here we're on the Edgeville Bank. Just gotta switch out tiaras and grab some runes. The altar is just southwest of here. The next milestone, I'm going to be going to 30 rune crafting from here before I check in with you guys. Not because there's anything specific at 30. There are cosmic runes at 27, but I'll talk about those once we get to the next milestone. Just know that I will be checking in again at level 30 rune crafting. So I will see you guys then. Alright guys, so this is the final load until I get to 30 rune crafting, and I want to quickly talk about the plan that's coming up. We're kind of running out of time, so I want to speed through it as fast as I can while you guys still understanding what I have to say. So you may have figured out, since the essence is about 11 coins a piece and the body runes, as I said, were about 7 a piece, I am actually losing money from this. This isn't the best money maker. I could be making multiple air runes at a time right now, so I could go back and do that to make the money, but the XP is going to take forever. Runecrafting is already very slow, and I do want to kind of go quick. But on the other hand, I don't want to buy the tiaras quite yet because, oh, by the way, there it is, 30 runecrafting. I don't want to go to tiaras quite yet because that would cost a lot more money, and we still have about 4,100 rune essence in the bank. So I'm going to finish up those 4,100 essence for the next checkpoint, and I'm going to formulate an even better plan by the time we get to that checkpoint. But that's the next time I'm checking in, is going to be the last load from all of this essence. It's going to be around 40, maybe as much as 42, somewhere around there. I didn't take the time to calculate that either. I apologize, but I'll see you then. You guys will see it in just a second, actually, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, I have our last 8 rune essence here. We've gotten to 41 rune crafting, fairly close to 42. Oh, I foolishly forgot to do the calculations on these, so I'll do that in a second. On my way to the Grand Exchange, I probably will do that. I was supposed to check how many I needed to get to 44, and I haven't done that yet because I haven't gotten to the buying process. But I'll get that number in just a second, and for now, I just want to talk about, I just want to kind of go do an overview, I guess, of the training we just did, because I kind of zipped through it as fast as I could. So we didn't really make any money on it because rune essence costs more than most of the runes we made. If I were to do my triple air runes, or I think double might even almost make a profit, I guess. Almost isn't good enough, but at least my triple air runes, I would have made a profit while still getting decent XP. And of course, if I did cosmic or chaos runes, I would be able to do that either, but chaos can be kind of a pain, and cosmic, I haven't done the Lost City, and that would have taken quite some time. So I did just do body runes to 40, well, eventually it'll be 44, and I know that wasn't the best profit, but once we get to 44, as you all know, we'll be able to do nature runes eventually, and then we're going to make the profit from there. And it's not like we lost a lot of money anyway. Now that I got all these body runes, I am going to head over to the Grand Exchange. I think that's all I wanted to do when we're wrapping up the rune crafting we were doing here. After I sell all these runes, I still need to get that number. That's what I'm thinking. Thanks for reminding me, guys. I do not know how many pure essence I need to buy. I think I can do this shortcut now, right? Oh yeah, because I got those agility levels last episode. I didn't like doing it, but it was worth it. Okay, I need to see how much XP I have. It says 1,516 body runes is going to be our number, so I'm going to do like 1530, because you guys probably know I seem to mess up my calculations a little bit. I'm sorry about that. I'm going to sell these body runes to get the money for this rune essence, 31k, and we needed 1,520, should be enough. So go, ooh, why did I almost just buy the air rune? I don't know what I'm doing. Rune essence, 1,000, not 2,000, I immediately messed up. 1,520, right? Come on, click on it. 19k, not too bad, and this will take me probably about an hour to finish up, but I'm going to check in after that. I'm just running back to Edgeville, and I'm going to start doing these ones. I'll see you guys in just a second when we finally have our 44 rune crafting. Alright guys, here's the last little clip of me getting that 44 rune crafting. Had to speed it up here because we are running out of time, but once I'm done with this, I will meet you guys at the Grand Exchange. Alright guys, we are going to be wrapping up the episode here because we have been going a little longer than we usually have, but I just wanted to say that most of this training is done, that the next few episodes, as far as I'm aware, we should be just adding some more money makers to it. But right now I was just selling back the runes and the tiaras, and then I'm going to be going fishing between these episodes. I was going to do some lobsters, but lobsters are at kind of a low right now, so I decided to do swordfish instead. Probably going to catch, I don't know, right around 2,000 swordfish. I'll go for 2k swordfish, excuse me, which will be like 2,500 tuna, and that's what you guys are going to see at the beginning of next episode. So I will see you then. I hope you guys enjoyed. I want to thank you guys for watching today's video and helping support the channel. If you enjoyed the video, we would appreciate it if you would hit that like button and tell us what you liked about it in the comments section below. If you're looking for more videos like this one, then go ahead and join the cul-de-sac by clicking that subscribe button, and follow us on Twitter at @TheEdBoys. All links are in the description.